Okay, so in the last video, we wrote our first Python program, and we are going to make it useful by learning how to work with variables. Now, a variable is a means to store data in your program. You are storing something somewhere which you expect to use later. So you give this storage location a name. So for example, the name is not the best thing to use. The name of the variable here is name. Yeah, sorry for that confusion. Then we have another name here of a variable that is age. We have another name here that is height. The other name we have here is student. Now there's rules for the names you can give to variables. The names you can give to the locations that are going to store the information you'd like to keep for later. The names can start with numbers. Yeah, you realize that's illegal. Let's open a Python interpreter. Python 3. So we have age equals to 25. That's a valid name. Then if we try to start the name with an integer 25, we get errors. Names can't start with integers. Also, names can't start with arithmetic operators. Yeah, and names can't be reserved keywords. You know, these keywords, like, you get familiar with what the keywords are as you use more and more Python, but certain words have already been defined to hold certain meanings in Python, so you can't use them as names for your variables. For example, and is a logical operator. You can't use and, it's going to cause problems. Yeah, exactly. Now this is just basic rules for working with names. You will get more familiar with what you should and should not do as you use Python more, but that suffices. That's enough for you to start using the variables. So there's types of variables. There's strings, there's integers, and there's floats. Now strings are characters enclosed within quotes or double quotes. It can be quotes, it can be double quotes. We can also have multi-line strings. So you can have this long string. This is a string, right? Then we have floats. Floats are these numbers with floating points, right? These are integers. They have no floating points, right? Whole numbers. Then we have booleans, like true or false values. Either true or false is a boolean. These are the data types that we have in Python. Other languages have more than these, but it's Python. We have these to work with. Now, let's print the variables that we have defined here. Let's just recreate them and then print them out. Age equals 25. Age equals 1.75. Is student equals true. When you print a variable, when you pass a variable to a function, we shall look at functions later. This variable is first evaluated to its value, which is 25, and the action is taken on the value. The printing action is taken on the value that is 25. That is true for any variable. So when we print is student, we won't have the string is student printed. But what is different from this? We define the string as any set of characters that is between quotes. This here is a set of characters between quotes. That's a string. But then if it wasn't between characters, it would have been a variable. So what happens when we print a variable that is not defined? Yeah, definitions. So when we print a variable that is not defined anywhere, we shall get errors. Then if we try to maybe give a value 5 to a, we no longer have problems. Also, you should try to make sure that the names that you use for the information you're trying to store carry meaning. You don't want to have x equals to Luke. It's better to have name equals to Luke than to have x equals to Luke. Anyways, now you know how to store and use data in Python. In the next video, we will take input from users and we'll learn to write interactive programs. Now you can try creating your own variables and printing them out before moving on. With that, if you have anything to say, leave that in the comment section. If you like the video, smash the like button. If you need to subscribe, please subscribe, and adios.